Hello everyone. I'd like to take just a few minutes to review your new Yealink MP54 telephone that accompanies Microsoft Teams calling. From left to right, we have our handset. Underneath the handset, you'll see a speaker for speakerphone. We have a keypad here for dialing digits. The Microsoft Teams button will not be used. We have a headset button should you connect a headset to this phone. The mute, the volume rocker, which would control the ringer when idle, the handset when in use, or the speaker phone volume when in use. So it just kind of depends on what state you're in, what that volume button controls. We also have the option for speakerphone here. And on the right, we have a touch panel that we will review in depth in the next section. Taking a little bit deeper look at our touchscreen interface. Here you'll see our initials, or my initials, excuse me, along with the green checkbox. That is my Microsoft Teams status. If I was in a meeting or on a call, you would see those statuses change. We've got a date and time across the top, along with the telephone number. A couple other options here. The calls button will show recent calls, and you can simply click any call to call that number back. That'll be missed calls, dialed calls, or inbound calls. And you can do some filtering here on the right side. We also have our favorites. Your IT administrator may have assigned delegation. This would be more of an administrative assistant slash executive type of role. Or if you need to answer someone else's phones, they could make you a delegate, and then you could take those calls. You would see that here. Any speed dials that you may create over in the Calls tab in the Microsoft Teams app, you will have available to you here. Going back to the home button, we have our calendar, which shows your daily calendar. And you could join a Teams meeting right from here by simply pressing the button, and then the voicemail tab as well. Under more, you'll see things like our directory search. If you click it, you can start typing a name in the directory and then call those people. Our queues button, which will sign you in and out of queues. And then our line keys, which is a quick way to program those speed dials. So we can take the speed dial and now put it right on the phone. And then if we wanted to call somebody in our list quickly, we could hit more, line keys, and now we can quickly place a call here. To place a new call, there are several methods. First, if you would like, you can simply dial the telephone number from the touchpad and then use the touch screen and call. Now that's going to put all right, sorry about that. So that would use the speakerphone, which might not be everybody's favorite option. So let's look at a way that's a little less disruptive. So back on the home screen here, we can simply dial again, and we'll lift the handset this time. And that will initiate the same call. That's going to be a little less disruptive to your coworkers. Once I've answered the call, we have some basic call control options. We can place the call on hold. We can resume that same call. We can see the call duration, the telephone number. We've got control of the microphone. We also have control of the microphone over here. We can transfer the call. We could turn on call recording. We could look at live captions. Those will put the captions right on the screen. There is a dial pad option. I'm not sure that's as useful when we have the dial pad over here. And then an option to put the call on speakerphone as well. All right, let's look at how we can answer a call. So I'm going to initiate a new call from my cell phone. We can see incoming call, caller ID. We can go ahead and lift that handset. And here we are on an active call. I've got those same call control options where I can hold the call, I could mute, I could transfer that call on. We will cover transfer more here in just a minute. And then in the more button, we've got, again, the recording and the captioning. dial pad capabilities. So here we are back on the screen here. I can end a call by simply hanging up the handset. It does recognize that. And there you are. A common feature of any calling solution is call transfer. So here we have a new inbound call, and I need to transfer that to my coworker Daniel. So I've answered the call, and we have the transfer option here on the touch panel. So we will hit the transfer key. I have two options, transfer now and consult first. So transfer now will just be a blind transfer. Daniel's phone would start ringing. Consult first would give me an option to talk to Daniel first. So if I hit the transfer now button, I'll get the option to search for Daniel. So I'll type Daniel, I'll hit the search button, and there's Daniel right there. Now if I simply press on his name, it will complete that transfer. If I press the dots, I have a couple other options. I could leave him a voicemail, or I could ring him on his mobile number as well. Now we are after business hours here, so I'm going to go back. I'm not going to complete that transfer. I'm going to resume our call because I realize Daniel's not available right now, and now I'm talking with the person again. If I wanted to consult with Daniel, I could consult first. I could do the same search. I would search for Daniel, and then I have those same options. Well, I guess I wouldn't consult with his voicemail, so we don't have the option to send the consult to voicemail. And then I would just click his name or choose the option that I prefer at the time, and that will complete the transfer. When we miss a call, you will receive indication on your phone. You'll have a flashing light. You'll also have a notification right here in the center of the screen. It will show you the caller ID of the call that you missed. So this one says missed call from Adam at 6:03, and I could simply mark that X. I could call that person back. I could also come up here and clear that notification. We also receive notification here on the calls button. And if we go look at the recent calls, we can see multiple missed calls there. And then clicking on one of these would simply call that person back. So a very easy way to manage those calls. Otherwise, we could come in here and clear all of our notifications, and those will delete off the screen, and then the three, after a few seconds, will disappear from the screen and their light shuts off. Additionally, for call history, we can simply hit the calls button. We have access to our favorites. The favorites are configured as speed dials in the Microsoft Teams app on your computer, and then they will show up here within a few minutes. We can also view the recent calls, and that's where I showed you the missed calls that you have, along with any incoming or outgoing calls. There's also a filter button, so if you just wanted to look at incoming, outgoing, or missed, you could filter those down as well. Recording a voicemail greeting is an important step in setting up your new phone. For the purpose of this demonstration, I will show you how to do that from the speakerphone. So you go to your call settings in the upper left corner of the phone, and we navigate to settings, and then calling, and then we change the voicemail greeting, which will initiate a call.
To play and record your personal greeting, press 1. To play and record your greeting for when you're away, press 2. You have not recorded a personal greeting. To record your greeting, press 1. To cancel, please record your greeting after the tone. When you have finished recording, press the pound key.
Hi, you've reached Adam Crabb with Carrier Access IT. I'm unavailable at this time. Please leave your name, number, and a brief message, and I will call you back as soon as possible. Thank you.
This is your current personal greeting.
Hi, you've reached Adam Crabb with Carrier Access IT. I'm unavailable at this time. Please leave your name, number, and a brief message, and I will call you back as soon as possible. Thank you.
To accept, press 1. Recording accepted. To play and record your personal greeting, press 1. To play and record your greeting for when you're away, press 2. To exit, press the star key. Goodbye.
And that's it. Let's take a look at managing voicemail. So here we have a situation where we've missed a call. This is from my cell, and we can see an alert on the screen here. We do have the option to clear the notifications. We also have an indication on the voicemail button down below. So here we can simply click play, and that'll start playing that mail back. We could call the person back that left the message, or we could simply delete what we have here. Emails will also be sent into the Microsoft Teams client with a player and transcription there. They are also forwarded over to Microsoft Outlook in email. And the nice thing is, wherever you listen to the message, whether that's an email, in the Teams app, or here on the phone, if you were to delete that message, it would actually delete it everywhere, so you don't have to manage the message multiple times. So here's what happens if we click play. I can hear it playing out of the handset now. I could also just simply delete that message, and now the notifications are completely gone. All right, so just a minute ago, I mentioned that voicemails would be available in the Teams app and also in Outlook. So here we have the Outlook web app, and I have a new message. It's from Adam Crabb, and that is the caller ID on my cell phone. We can see a new voicemail, 16 seconds in length, left at 9:08 a.m., and then a preview. So over here in the body, we see the audio file, and we can open that and start playing it. Hello, this is Adam Crabb. Pause that. We also see a transcription of the call with a callback. And if we go back to the message itself, we could simply delete the message here if that was our preferred way of managing. Those would also be available on your mobile email. And if we peek at the Teams app quickly, we go to the Calls tab, and typically you would be here on the All, but you can click on Voicemail, and then we have the voicemail player here. So again, we see the transcription. We can click the play button. We can slide forward and reverse. We can speed up or slow down the message, and we can quickly call back that person as well. Microsoft Teams offers a nice directory. So if we hit the More, we can look at People. And right at the top here, with the magnifying glass, we will have our company directory. So we can click there. And then in the search bar, I can look for my coworker, Daniel. And I can dial his work phone, or I can hit the call button. So nice choices there. I can look anyone in the company up. Otherwise, I can look at my speed dials, which are managed in the Microsoft Teams app on my computer. So you would simply go to the Calls tab on the left, and then speed dials would appear on the right side. And you can create as many speed dials as you'd like there. Also, under the More button, you can go to Line Keys, and you can assign line keys. And we would say assign line key, speed dial, and then we would choose from any of those speed dials that we've created. And now, from the More button and the line keys, I have a very quick way to call anyone that I've created as a speed dial. So I've been mentioned several times of speed dials appearing on your phone that come from the Teams app. So let me show you that. So here we are in Microsoft Teams, and once you're licensed for voice, you'll have this Calls tab over here. And to the far right side, you will see speed dials. And so I can create new speed dials. I give them a name. So I could do something like paragraph IT, where I work. Add that. I may pull that down to the last name, and then I can punch in a phone number and click save. And that will create a new speed dial here in my Teams app, and then that becomes available for assignment over on the Microsoft Teams phone, as I showed earlier. All right on the touch screen of the phone is access to your calendar. And as you get within five, as you're within 5 minutes of an upcoming Microsoft Teams meeting, you'll actually have a join button right from your phone. So this would not, allow you to join with video. You wouldn't be able to share your screen, but if you simply needed to join a Teams meeting for audio purposes, you certainly could from a single button press here. So there's a join option right there on the screen in the notification section. Otherwise, we can go into the calendar and we'll see our meetings as well, and I can simply hit join. And there I am in the meeting. There's a few options in here. I can see the people that are in the meeting. I can react. So if I want to send a heart or a smiley face, return the meeting. I can mute. And I can lock the meeting, enable captions, start recording, etc. So a couple nice options there. A lot of folks are going to join their Teams meeting from their computer, but if for some reason you should need to join from your phone, this is a viable option as well.